Have you ever loved someone so much that you ignored the signs they were slowly choosing everyone else over you? That's exactly what happened to me. For 2 years, I thought I was building a real future with Marissa, but in the end, I realized I was just a background character in her life. I'm 26, she's 24, and for the first year, things were great. 6 months ago, we moved in together, splitting bills and sharing a home. I believed we were building something lasting. But the truth became impossible to ignore. I wasn't just dating Marissa. I was dating her entire friend group. Her so-called squad. Chloe, Adrian, Tasha, and Finn were her real priority. Group chats never stopped buzzing. Weekly hangouts took over every schedule, and every milestone in our life together was second to their plans. At first, I thought it was sweet how close she was to them. Then I started wondering if I mattered at all. The breaking point was our anniversary. I'd planned a special night. Dinner at the restaurant where we'd had our first date, followed by tickets to see her favorite band. Nothing flashy, just meaningful. When I told her, she looked annoyed. That's the same night as Tasha's birthday pregame. You know I can't miss that. I asked if they could reschedule, but she immediately launched into excuses. Adrian had a work trip, Chloe was stressed, Finn needed support. She ended with a line that made my heart sink. Love can wait, but friendship can't. They were here before you, and they'll be here after. In that moment, I realized where I stood. She wasn't planning a life with me. She was planning a life around them. And this wasn't new. She skipped my graduation to go to Adrian's housewarming. She was too tired from a 3-day festival to attend my brother's wedding. Even when my mother had surgery, she didn't visit because it conflicted with their game night. Yet when she needed me, I was expected to show up, like the time she called me at 2 a.m. to pick her up across town because Finn was drunk. I drove there like a fool, only for her to ignore me the whole ride while gossiping about bar drama. To her friends, I was just the jealous boyfriend. She told them I was going through a phase and needed to learn how to share her. But all I wanted was to feel like I mattered. Every time I brought it up, she flipped it back on me, accusing me of trying to isolate her. I was exhausted from fighting to prove I was worth her time. So I made a decision. I signed a lease for a new apartment and quietly moved my things out whenever she was gone. By the time she noticed, most of my belongings were already gone. When she confronted me, I gave her a letter explaining that I needed a partner who valued our relationship, not someone who treated me as an afterthought. She accused me of making her choose between me and her friends. But I wasn't asking her to abandon them. I just wanted balance. One night together for our anniversary. That was too much for her. To her, I was controlling. To me, I was begging for respect. I told her I was done. That wasn't the end, though. Her friends unleashed a storm of messages, calling me selfish and immature, even accusing me of emotional abuse. They eventually showed up at my new place, staging a bizarre intervention in the parking lot, demanding I fix things with Marissa because leaving her meant abandoning all of them. I called security. That was the last straw. Weeks later, I learned the squad was falling apart anyway. Adrian got engaged, and his fiancée encouraged him to set boundaries. He pulled away, which infuriated Marissa. Chloe moved to Portland for work, and Marissa accused her of being a bad friend. Tasha and Finn finally admitted their on and off relationship and started dating seriously, changing the group dynamic completely. For the first time, Marissa was on the other side, feeling left behind. Suddenly, she understood what it felt like when friends became more important than her. Meanwhile, my life improved. I reconnected with my own friends, enjoyed my weekends without being tied to her social calendar, and even started seeing someone new, Sarah. She has close friends, but she values one-on-one time and doesn't need constant validation. With her, I learned what it feels like to be with someone who truly understands balance. That's when Marissa reached out. After months of silence, she sent texts saying she had grown, that she finally understood balance, that she wanted to meet for coffee. The timing was obvious. Her squad was falling apart, and she heard I was happy again. I didn't respond. I had begged her for 2 years to understand, and now that her support system was gone, she wanted me back. I wasn't going to be her backup plan. The only time I spoke to her again was by chance when Sarah and I ran into her at a restaurant. Marissa asked to talk, and for the first time, apologized sincerely. She admitted she'd avoided intimacy by hiding in her friend group, and that she hadn't supported me the way she should have. I thanked her, but told her it didn't change anything. She smiled sadly, said Sarah seemed lovely, and wished me well. Today, the squad is gone. Adrian committed to his fiancée, Chloe thriving in Portland, Tasha and Finn focused on their relationship. Marissa is trying to hold on, but people outgrow dynamics when they stop serving them. She's learning, too late, what I already knew. Relationships require balance, effort, and mutual respect. As for me, I'm happier than I've been in years. Sarah and I are making new memories together, building something grounded in mutual care and understanding. No competition, no constant drama, no begging for scraps of attention. Just two people choosing each other every day. If you've ever felt like an option in someone else's life, hear this: you deserve to be a priority. Don't wait until you're drained and invisible. Walk away if you have to. Sometimes the bravest choice is letting go of what doesn't value you, so you can make room for what does.